On a dark night, Seth and his friends stood in front of the abandoned house. The wind howled, and the place exuded an air of mystery and fear. "Should we go in?" Seth asked nervously. No one really wanted to, but curiosity was stronger than fear. As they entered the house, it felt like stepping into another world. Dust was thick, and everything seemed to have been abandoned for years. They began to feel watched. There was no one there, but the atmosphere was heavy, as if the place held a secret it wasn't ready to reveal. As they explored, they started hearing faint footsteps. As they approached the mirror, their reflection appeared, but there was something unnatural. A shadowy figure moved behind them in the reflection. They quickly backed away, their hearts pounding. "What is that?" Ahmed shouted, but no one had an answer. On a crumbling shelf, Seth found an old book. Dust covered it, but the strange symbols on its cover caught his attention. As Seth opened the book, he saw symbols he could. They finally reached the village, exhausted but relieved. The night's events had tested them, but they were glad to be back. The team gathered together, recounting the events of the night and the secrets they had uncovered. They realized how close they had come to danger. Seth reviewed the book and its symbols with renewed focus. He began to piece together what they had learned and how it all connected. They studied the ancient rituals described in the book, taking notes and making connections. It became clear that they had interrupted a powerful and dangerous ritual. Preparing for future investigations, the team organized their notes and equipment. They were determined to uncover more mysteries and ensure that such danger would not threaten others. Reflecting on their journey, the team looked at photos and notes from their adventure. They knew that their experiences had changed them forever. The team discussed their next steps and potential leads for future investigations. They were eager to follow new clues and continue their quest for answers. A dark silhouette appeared in one of the photos they took, suggesting that the mystery wasn't over. There were still more questions to answer and secrets to uncover. Seth discovered new information in the book that hinted at other hidden locations. This was a sign that their adventure was far from finished. The team prepared for a new adventure, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They knew that their journey had only just begun. They descended the stairs quickly, their footsteps on the wood blending with the sounds of unknown footsteps behind them. "Hurry up," shouted Seth, but the feeling that something was following them did not leave them for a moment. When they reached the entrance, they discovered that the door they had hoped to escape through was tightly shut. On the walls, strange glowing symbols appeared, as if the house was taking control of them. "There must be another way out," Seth said, leading the group down another hallway. The faint light visible at the end of the corridor was their last hope. As they approached the end of the corridor, the group suddenly stopped. From a small mirror on the wall, a strange man wearing clothes from decades past appeared. In a whisper, he said, "You are here for me." Everyone looked at each other in shock. "Who is this? What does he want from us?" Ahmed whispered, but Seth realized they had not yet reached the end of this nightmare. "The book is the key to everything," said the man in the mirror. Then strange words began to appear on the surface of the mirror, warning that whoever reads them will never leave. Seth opened the book, trying to decipher the symbols that appeared on the mirror. There must be a way to stop this, he muttered to himself, as the light emanating from the mirror grew stronger. As Sed tried to break the curse, the shadows returned. This time, they were more distinct, as if preparing to take complete control of them. Sed, do something, Ahmed shouted as the shadows began to wrap around them. Sed started reading aloud from the book, hoping that the solution lay within those ancient pages. Suddenly, a powerful light burst from the book, causing the shadows to dissipate into the air. The man in the mirror smiled before fading away, leaving the house empty once more. When they opened the door, the cold wind hit their faces. They rushed out of the house, leaving behind all the terrifying secrets they had not wished to uncover. Is it over? Ahmed asked, examining the house, which seemed to have returned to its old silence. But Sed knew they had barely escaped from something they should not have tampered with. As they moved away from the house, the outside world seemed to have returned to normal. However, anxiety and unease were evident on their faces. Are we still safe? Ahmed asked, as they hurried away from the nightmares that continued to haunt them. They finally arrived home, where the warm lights gave them a sense of peace. Let's rest for a bit, said Sed, as they entered the house and closed the door behind them. But the memories would not leave them. At night, while Sed was sleeping,